Meanwhile, if you're in the chat, aha, you know what time it is. It's time to gamba, papi. Let's go. If you're in the Twitch chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets. Good luck with your predictions. Predictions open. Here we go. As we are diving into game one and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ghost River, we have the red Protoss player representing Berlin International Gaming, BIG. It is ShoWTimE. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the Danish Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. There we go. Be ready for Phoenix Wars. We have casted ShoWTimE versus MaxPax before, and we have seen them just embrace Phoenix Wars with each other. But what I will say, it's very map dependent. We've seen them do it a lot on Side Delta, on Amphion as well. There are certain maps that are more conducive to Phoenix Wars just because of their layout. We can see here, double gate opener. So 2 gate opener out of ShoWTimE. It's going to be a gate expand setup out of MaxPax. So ShoWTimE will have the option to be aggressive. ShoWTimE could go all in with this, or we could try to play catch up. Meanwhile, MaxPax should be going for it. I mean, we see the double gas. Should be going for a Stargate before the expansion. So this is going to be a gate into Cybercore, into Stargate, into a Nexus. And again, it's still a very economic opener, a very greedy build here out of MaxPax. We'll see if ShoWTimE can punish him. We'll see if he tries to. We shall see. As ShoWTimE is patrolling at the low ground, is forcing out a Zealot. Zealot is forced out, otherwise we can of course rotate the pylon and delay the expansion. So ShoWTimE forcing some inefficiencies here. There's that Stargate on the way, as we did mention. Is that Stargate opener out of MaxPax. And ShoWTimE with his 2 gateways is going to be chronoing out Stalkers and sending them across the map. My eyes are definitely on the probe. Where are we going? Where are we headed? ShoWTimE gonna be rotating around. Proxy pylon is set up. And what is the plan? Do we throw down another proxy gateway? A robo? Do we commit to on base all in? I mean, this is a good map for it. We are on Ghost River. Twilight Council's on the way. Shield battery as well. I'm leaning towards the one we saw in. MaxPax does come in for a scout. Yeah, big moment. MaxPax does get eyes on the Twilight Council. Oh, we cancel. We cancel Twilight Council, 1 base all in. There we go. 4 gates, 1 base all in. Just mass vanilla Stalker out of ShoWTimE. One way or another, the game is going to end. Either ShoWTimE kills MaxPax or he dies trying. Oh boy. Meanwhile, MaxPax going Oracle first will be going across the map to harass. There's a shield battery already in position. ShoWTimE is ready for the Oracle. And what do we see? The Oracle does get eyes on the pylon. Big scout once again by MaxPax. With eyes on the pylon, he should be aware of the all-in. Is getting ready. Void Ray production. Stalker shots going on. It's going up. Yeah, 2nd, 3rd shield battery on the way. The longer this goes on, the worse it becomes for ShoWTimE. We get the revelation. MaxPax now fully aware of what's going on. Does confirm the lack of tech, lack of upgrades. Stays strapped up. Oh, catches 2 probes. 2 probes get caught. ShoWTimE reinforcing. Can warp in 4 Stalkers at a time. But these are slow warp ins for ShoWTimE. And again, we have 3 shield batteries and an overcharge. How do we break this? I mean, thankfully, there's no SimCity to work with or to work against ShoWTimE. So we can get a good arc, a good concave here in this position. So we get a big volley off. Ooh, we're going for the Void Ray. We get it! And with the 2-shot is real. Nice shuffling out of ShoWTimE, pulling back the weakened Stalkers. Very nice control. Very smooth micro out of ShoWTimE. MaxPax angling for the weakened Stalkers. Boys are being pulled. That Void Ray getting very low. Alas, will be maintained. Once again, ShoWTimE though, the low Stalkers are up front. We get a Stalker. We get one. We have control of the low ground. The base is under fire. Without the base, there's no overcharge. And the Nexus is going to go down. There's no saving it. The base falls. And MaxPax is vulnerable. And ShoWTimE taking the pylons one after the other. Void Rays looking exposed. Ooh, we almost get them. And we can keep pushing. Yeah, it looks like ShoWTimE, we have done it. We're snowballing out of control. We have so many Stalkers available. The pylon goes down. We depower the gateways. Boys are being pulled. Third Void Rays on the way. Oh my god, the boys, they buy some time. Yeah, very nice positioning here for MaxPax. Takes down 2 more Stalkers. And we're trying desperately to get on through, but we can't break through. We can't break in. MaxPax, he barely holds on. He gets a 3rd Void Ray. We were so close. Big overextension. A massive pickoff. But the force field. We lock down the army. That's going to be 3 extra Stalkers going down. Massive loss there for ShoWTimE, and we have another sentry, another force field. Again, ShoWTimE, he almost did it. He almost pulled it off. He was so close. But alas, MaxPax, he got away with the Void Rays. We weren't able to reset them. Robo's on the way. Stasis trap into the main. I like this out of ShoWTimE though. At this point, he knows he cannot kill his opponent. He cannot kill MaxPax. Cannot kill him, cannot break him. Like, pushing up this ramp is not going to happen. Not with force fields. So we expand. We expand. We're macroing out of this. ShoWTimE will take the economic advantage and is going to play out a bit of a longer game, getting further ahead. So I do want to give the edge to ShoWTimE here, as long as we don't lose too much, as long as we don't lose our Stalkers, which we shouldn't. Like, there's no blink from MaxPax, there's no, like, mobility here from him. So he shouldn't have the opportunity to catch the army. Shouldn't. I'm not saying he won't. And ShoWTimE should be able to settle into his 2-base setup. Oracles will threaten ShoWTimE. Void Rays are moving out. ShoWTimE also still in the center of the map, which means the base is vulnerable. Oh. ShoWTimE, he does pull back, thankfully. Does race back home. Void Rays have arrived. And do we go for the base, or do we go for the mineral line? Looks like we're going for the main. Stalker's somewhat in position. Oracle catching a probe. Void Rays diving in. Oracle does distract. And Void Rays, they go for the shield, but alas, we are somewhat in position. Overcharge is popped. Yeah, we defend. Whew. ShoWTimE will hold on. And back at home, MaxPax just now expanding. The base is already done for ShoWTimE. And now ShoWTimE is the defender. Now suddenly the pressure is on MaxPax to go all in, or to be aggressive, to get damage done. Again, all ShoWTimE has to do is just calm things down and settle into a longer game. We just need to defend, papi. Just defend. Easier said than done. Prism's on the way for MaxPax. He's moving out. ShoWTimE, bold move, taking a 3rd. MaxPax getting in position. Is going to be spotted. Void Rays ADP in. We have to try to keep up. And nice force field blink is done. Yeah, does finish up just in time. Yeah, beautiful timing for ShoWTimE. Just down the sentries, blinks away. At the same time, Void Rays do not find a way in. And that window for MaxPax, it's closed. Yeah, it has closed at this point. We dive on the army. We get 1 immortal. And there's only 1 immortal left. And we should be able to focus it down. And the blinks are solid. The Void Rays are contained. Yeah, the shield did run out. And the final immortal falls. And that was the last hope here for MaxPax. Once again, the Void Rays, they get denied. GG gets called, and ShoWTimE takes a 1-0 lead. GG. Whew. Let's go. GG, well played. Again, the win condition there for ShoWTimE was just defend. That's all we needed to do. We just need to keep up with the army. We saw that MaxPax just did not have enough. There was a crucial moment where MaxPax was able to lock down the army with force fields, but Blink finished up just in time for ShoWTimE. It was so crucial there that Blink timing was able to get away from the force fields, get away from the army, preserve his Stalkers, maintain himself. GG, well played. With that, ShoWTimE is 1 game away from making it to the grand finals. Meanwhile, MaxPax, the pressure is on. He has to fight back here and now to force the ace match. Here we go. MaxPax is up against the wall, and game number 2 is going to be on Golden Aura. Interesting. Now, MaxPax is very fond of going for a similar setup. He's very fond of going for a gate expand on this map with the gateway on the high ground. That means that the natural is exposed, very similar to what we just saw on Ghost River, which means ShoWTimE could once again go for another one base all in. One base all in into killing the natural, into expanding from there, right? Into like transitioning into a longer game. So we have the same potential for ShoWTimE, but we'll see how MaxPax adjusts. We'll see how he does adjust and how he does respond as we're loading in. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Golden Aura, we have our German Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Berlin International Gaming, BIG. It is ShoWTimE. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss. Down in this series, the pressure is on. Can we bounce back and force the ace match? I'm hoping we can. I'm greedy like that. I want all the games. Representing Storm Gaming, it is MaxPax. Here we go. Are settling in. Now, we should be seeing another gate expand setup here at a MaxPax on the high ground. I mentioned before that specifically on this map, similar to Ghost River, we don't set up on the low ground here with our wall off, which means that the natural base is that much more exposed, which means ShoWTimE has the option once again to be aggressive. We'll keep an eye on ShoWTimE. As ShoWTimE is going for a 2-gate opener. 2-gate opener at a ShoWTimE doesn't mean he has to be all in, but it's a more aggressive start here. And it has the potential to commit to an all in. And hello, Mr. Probe. Where are we going? Now, this looks like either a fake proxy pylon or a proxy Stargate, right? Like, top right would be prime position for a proxy Stargate, which would be an economic opener. It would be just a way to cripple the economy and to try to get ahead worker-wise and go for our expansion. The Go Pylon has been thrown down. We're patrolling here on location. Now, this should be a Stargate. Technically, this could be a Twilight Council into a Dark Shrine into one base DTs. That is also an option, but I'm feeling Stargate. We'll see. We shall see. It's going to be a Stargate opener at a MaxPax. No surprise there. It's going to be Stargate opener into our expansion. So MaxPax just settling into his, standard build. Meanwhile, I'm glad we mentioned it. I'm glad we mentioned that in a crazy world, it could have been the Twilight Council into a Dark Shrine, and that's what it is. It is going to be the Dark Shrine here from ShoWTimE. He's wild. He's crazy. Now, the worrisome thing is that because MaxPax is going for a Stargate opener, what does that mean? That means we have Oracles. We have Oracles. We have Revelation. That means that DTs will not end the game. They will not just straight up end the game. We have potential for detection. But, of course, Oracles are NG-based units, so if we don't have Revelations available, if we don't have the energy, then DTs can still wreak havoc. Assuming that it's a Dark Shrine, we'll see. Twilight Council's done. Do we embrace Blink? We have the Chrono. Okay, it's going to be Blink here from ShoWTimE, so he's not risking it with the Invisible Man. It's going to be Proxy Blink instead. Interesting. The reason why I say it's interesting is because we're hiding the tech, we're hiding the all-in, and, the Adept is on the hunt. The Adept gets shut down. No scout here of Blink. I was going to say that there's a little bit less reason to hide the tech structure here, but, I mean, regardless, MaxPax is going to be in the dark because of what's going on. With Blink Stalker, the important thing about this build of ShoWTimE is we can avoid the natural, right? With Blink, we can blink into the main. We can avoid the natural setup here, so if MaxPax overreacts, or I should say overcommits to a defense at the natural, we can avoid it and just go straight for the main, and there's going to be nothing ready. There's going to be nothing in position. Like, that's the danger of this build, is how mobile your army is. Now, the scout does confirm the gateway setup, and what I really love about this is that this looks like the same build as game 1. This looks like just a 4-gate 1-base all-in, and there are 4 gateways, but there's a little bit more to it. So it's similar, but not the same. So ShoWTimE playing with the series here, trying to force a bigger reaction. There we go, 3 shield batteries at the natural. Again, this natural base looking quite fortified. But what about the main? What about the main base? Now, to get high ground vision, we need a sentry. We need a sentry and a hallucination, or an adept and a shade into the main. For now, we're going to be poking in towards the natural. At least until we get a unit that can give high ground vision. The shield batteries are not done. They're not quite done. Blink is revealed. And we do chip away at the main army. Void Ray pulling back. Now MaxPax is aware of Blink. And is trying to keep up with the main army. How many Stalkers do we have? We have 14 Stalkers. That's a lot of Stalkers. That's a lot of Stalkers, Pat. Immortal production has begun. Yeah, we have our first Immortal. We dive on the army. We've one-shot. Oh my god. First Void Ray goes down, but it does cost us a handful of Stalkers. And that was an expensive trade for ShoWTimE. We do trigger the shields. Not bad. Shields are triggered, but again, the longer this goes on, the worse it is for ShoWTimE, and we're pretty heavily fortified here. We have yet to use the overcharge as well. So I don't really see ShoWTimE getting too much damage done. Does take down the pylon. Ooh, gets another Void Ray. Not bad. Yeah, we shut down the Immortals. Overcharge is popped. We hold the line. And MaxPax will force this back. We dive on the other Immortal. We can focus down, but again, it costs us so much. Oh my god. That was 8 Stalkers going down throughout the course of this all-in. But we are down to 1 Immortal. And it has taken some hull damage. Overcharge is on cooldown. Yeah, we just dive on in. We focus down the Immortal. Alas, another is just about to join in. Does arrive in time. And MaxPax barely holding on. Sentries on the way. Going for the shield batteries. Oh! Taking some damage. Do force out the force field. Another Stalker has arrived. ShoWTimE has done well for himself, but still needs more damage. And there we go. MaxPax is looking to evacuate. No, never mind. We pull the boys. The base goes down. And I'm getting deja vu. I'm getting deja vu. We're containing MaxPax to 1 base. And do we decide to expand back at home? That is the question. We force through the ramp. Oh my god. Very nice catch here from ShoWTimE. Stalker and Sentry. But I feel like we should be expanding, right? Like, pushing up a ramp into 2 Immortals into soon to be 3 Immortals, that's just not going to work out. Yeah, the probe does move out for a moment. Oracle's in position. This time, MaxPax is ready to punish. Oh, get away. The probe is denied. No expansion yet, but ShoWTimE clearly, he does want to. Does want to expand. Or at least he's thought of it. Yeah, there we go. Probe being sent down again. Yeah, now the turns have tabled. Now suddenly MaxPax has to go all in. Now the difference here, this time we have 3 Immortals. Like, that's a hefty Immortal count. This is enough to move out across the map with. So ShoWTimE is not out of the woods yet. His hope here is to catch the armies, to force field the ramp once again. Catch out the Stalkers, catch out the Immortal, but that's why the War Prism's here, so we can juggle back. We can micro. Stasis wrap into the main. Oh my god. Catching 2 probes. 2 probes get caught out. As MaxPax is going for the double drop here, or is going for the Immortal drop, is moving out. Bold move. Bold move here out of MaxPax. Now, this should force a recall. I mean, what do we have at home to defend? 3 Stalkers, 2 Sentries, a shield battery. With the shield battery, we might be able to fight toe-to-toe with this without losing too much. We shall see. So very good size in the army. Do have another warp in. Regardless, ideally, this shouldn't give MaxPax an opening. Pylon is under fire. Yeah, we depower 2 of those gateways. Rotating around. ShoWTimE still holding the line. The observer does confirm. MaxPax is slowly catching up in that stalker count. We're getting there. Blink is on the way. So both players working with Blink. Okay. I saw the minimap. I was like, yo, are we going to be taking the gold? He does check. Just in case. Oh my god, we punished the Prism. Prism goes down. Immortal as well. Thankfully, MaxPax did unload in time. But Bled Ass and Immortal, the Prism. Chasing this back. ShoWTimE still building up. Oracle into the main. Gets denied. And MaxPax expands. Okay, that I was not expecting. MaxPax is expanding, is not going for a counter one base all in, is still pushing out though. He still needs to be aggressive. So MaxPax is moving out with his army, shutting down the proxies. Needs to threaten the natural, contain his opponent, but alas, ShoWTimE has an overwhelming force. And he's ready to move out as well. Is it getting ready? Looking at the unit sizes here, we have ShoWTimE who has double the Stalker counts. At the same time, though, MaxPax has double the Immortal count. So we can see ShoWTimE waiting for the Immortal. He might be waiting for a War Prism after this before pushing. As for the time being, he's taking a third. MaxPax still in one base economy. ShoWTimE constantly just rechecking that goal base. I mean, that would be a way for MaxPax to bounce back in this game. Is the gold. ShoWTimE has eyes on it. MaxPax moving in. Go for the Nexus. Nexus taking a lot of damage. Force fields are thrown down. And zoning back the Stalkers. Going for the base. Oh, base is getting low. And it looks like, can we force a cancel? It's going to be close. We down on the main army. We save the base. Immortal's doing a lot in the back line. But we snipe the Prism. We shut down the main army. GG gets called. And ShoWTimE will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. Oh my god. Bappy. GG, well played. ShoWTimE does take it again. Not the first time we've casted ShoWTimE defeat MaxPax this year, but it has been historically in favor of MaxPax. MaxPax, he's the best Protoss in all of Europe, of course, and still is the best Protoss in Europe. But we do see ShoWTimE bring him down from time to time. He does pose a threat to MaxPax, and here today, ShoWTimE does prove to be the stronger player. I mean, PvPs are very chaotic in nature. And ShoWTimE does come out on top with the 2-0 with some hyper-aggressive plays. As a reminder, in game 1, we saw ShoWTimE go for a 4-gate 1-base all-in. It was also 4-gate 1-base all-in here in game 2, but with Blink instead. And both times, ShoWTimE, it was an interesting kind of outlook. But if you remember, winding it back, ShoWTimE never tried to kill MaxPax necessarily. He never overextended, never tried to... In game 1, there was a period where he could go into the main, but in game 2 he was very careful with his movement. He respected the main army, he respected the ramp. In game 2 he never tried to push up it. He was just focusing on taking control of the low ground, denying the base, and just macroing from there, expanding. Similar thing happened in game 1. I say similar because if you remember, ShoWTimE almost just straight up broke MaxPax on one base as he was pushing up the ramp and sniping Void Rays, but we barely didn't get the second Void Ray, and MaxPax held. Regardless, from there, after killing the natural, we just expand. We just expand, take another base, and macro up. And turn the tables on MaxPax. So GG, very well played here out of ShoWTimE. And with that, we're getting ready for the grand finals. Oh my god, and I'm getting deja vu. I just realized this is a rematch that we've been seeing a lot here this year. ShoWTimE played against Gumiho in the quarterfinals of Stars War 11, went to the ace match, and they also faced off in the finals of Home Story Cup, and now they face off here in the finals of KungFu Cup. Just time and time again, it feels... my apologies. It feels like it's becoming a bit of a rivalry. A little bit. ShoWTimE and Gumi here, they just happen to be playing each other a little bit more often this year in these like big events. It's interesting.